is the Dubplate Special Master.
Live and direct.
Breakfast with CubCamTV.
Trickstar Radio.
Right then, people, we're back inside the building. Welcome back to Trickstar Radio. It's Breakfast with Kovu. It's the interview hour. It's Tricky32 Day. That is Thursday, as we continue to have conversations with different artists from around the UK and beyond, exploring their sound, their styles, looking into what they do, their influences, and what's on the way for them. Today, we're jumping into another exclusive live freestyle in just a few minutes. But before that, we're going to get into a bit of a conversation. Man like HighPriest187 is in the building. How are you doing, sir?
Hello, mate. How you doing? It's good to be here, pal.
It's great to see you. Obviously, I think the first time we met was actually on a South Point show. I think years ago at this point.
It was. Luciferian and Billy Barhard invited me up to come and show the set, and yeah, that was the first time we touched base, man.
Yeah, it was good. I've still got the video of that somewhere. I think it's up on CubCam. But yeah, it's been great to see. Obviously, I've been watching what's been going on your end. You're someone who's very involved in kind of just music on a kind of community level. You're someone who's very involved, obviously, in radio as well. You've got your own show on Trickstar with a man like Bunch.
Yeah. Me and Bunch do fourth Monday of every month, 8 to 10 p.m. Grime vibes. Lock into that because it's proper.
Yeah, I've locked in a few times, to be honest with you. The room is rattling most of the time.
Definitely. We do our thing, man, and we do it properly.
There we go. Well, I want to kind of, as I always do, when people come on the show for the first time, it doesn't feel like this is the first time you've been on the show, but it is the first time you've been on the show.
It's first time we've sat down and had a chinwag.
Had a proper chat. So I like to kind of dive into people's backgrounds and kind of understand where they come from musically more than anything else. So do you want to talk me through your sort of original process into, I suppose, pursuing music in the way you now are?
Yeah, man. Like, sort of growing up and stuff, I was always super involved into music. I never really did it at school though, but like I was one of them kids that when I was at home, I'd listen to a lot of hip hop, a lot of grime, stuff like that. And it kind of just evolved naturally. Like, I'd always like to rap along to songs when I was a kid. And then when I was about 16, I was lucky enough to bump into some dudes who had some studio access and just sort of started going to studio naturally and hanging around with some older lads who were doing a lot of bars and stuff. So yeah, it just kind of evolved from there really, and it became like a really natural progression into it.
Very nice. I mean, you, again, as I said before, you're someone who is very kind of involved on a community level. Is that always something that you kind of felt you wanted to be?
Yeah, I suppose so, man. Kind of. Obviously, like I run Fractured Planet, which is online entertainment and music platform. So we do a lot of like freestyles, music videos and stuff, working with a lot of artists from the south of England. And that all just came about, like I said, when we was young. Like I was 16 and that, with the lads like rapping and stuff, making music in the studio. Like we had nowhere to put it. No one wanted to touch us. GRM wouldn't say nothing. Like Link Up and that, it was all very out of our reach. So like,
why do you think that was?
We're just young lads, not from London. Like nothing wrong with that. We're just like not involved in those circles, so we didn't really know how to get into that. So again, I'm lucky enough to manage to borrow a camera off somebody, and then we just started filming freestyles, and then those freestyles became music videos, and then they became filming the radio sets we were going to, and then the videos got more professional, and then we got the website and the domain name, and it just kind of went from there, man.
So it's like almost a proper sort of avalanche, sort of snowball effect going.
Learning as we went, man. I said like I never started music to make a record label or to make a YouTube channel or to sit here with you and have an interview. It just kind of happened. Yeah. So yeah, I sort of take things as they come, nice and slow, man. Yeah.
Do you enjoy that sort of side of it though? I mean, because I suppose when you look at a lot of artists now, it comes across as though everyone knows entirely what they're doing right from the jump. A lot of the time, you'll see these people. They've got their sort of social plans out in the way. They've got like music videos rolling, and everything looks super crisp from the beginning. I always look at that and go, how did you must have had some sort of journey for that to all happen?
Yeah. Or they've got someone behind them who's already had that journey. Yeah. But yeah, I love doing things naturally, man. I never try and push anything that's, because then it's not. It doesn't feel right with me. Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
Of course. I mean, this is the big thing. There's always the big debate between kind of coming across natural and coming across professional, I suppose, in a lot of ways. I feel you tread that sort of line between the two really, really nicely. And everything we see from you, there's a lot of enthusiasm. There's clearly a lot of love for what you're doing, and it's awesome to see. And obviously, we're not just here today to do this freestyle and have this conversation. We're here to talk about music as well. There's many facets to yourself going on with this one. So we opened up with a tune called Sometimes, and we were having a bit of a bop to it beforehand. Talk to me about that tune, and obviously how it came out, the response to it, because you were saying you kind of released it, and then you were just like, I almost forgot that I'd done it.
Yeah, kind of. So like, obviously that was something that was made during the first lockdown.
Okay.
Which again just kind of appeared out of the blue, and obviously I make a lot of music with a good friend of mine called SK, who's a producer and DJ, also from Hastings, and so me and him just sort of link up and make beats together, write bars and stuff, and yeah, so sometimes just sort of came about at the start of the year over Christmas and things. If we put out in January, I think, if I'm right. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I'm gonna go with January. That's when we dropped it. But yeah, no. So that's just a lot of fun, man. I said we'll go studio, have fun, make a tune, and then obviously we make the video ourselves as well. So we'll just go out with a camera and film some stuff, and yeah, man, it's a great process.
I mean, this I feel to an extent when you kind of move into, I suppose, should we say, the sort of the professional sort of world, a more corporate approach to music, you kind of lose that homegrown kind of DIY application a lot of the time. I feel you're someone that gets almost like quite a kick out of doing it the DIY kind of way.
Yeah. Well, I've always been very bad at doing things properly, which is again,
I want that on a t-shirt.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Like if you listen to the Sometimes hook, I say it in that. Like I've done that thing in the past where I've tried to take it too seriously, and I've not enjoyed it as much as just kicking back and taking it as it comes, and just like I don't make tunes for well, anyone in particular. I make tunes because I enjoy it. Like me and SK go studio and make tunes because I like it. Me and Bunch go radio and do that because we like it. I film freestyles and music videos of people because we enjoy it. Like I don't want to have to sit there and go, oh, I've got to do it because it's work.
Yeah.
Because I reckon I wouldn't enjoy it then.
100%. And I feel that's definitely, I don't think that's an uncommon thing, you know. I think that thing of wanting to enjoy what you're doing is the main reason most of us get into this game to begin with, you know. Well, we've got another tune to play before we jump into this freestyle section. It goes by the name Thistle. Talk to me about this tune, because I feel this one's a bit of an exclusive we got this morning.
Yeah, trust me, yeah. So Thistle, brand new. This is the first time it's been played out. Only me and SK have heard this so far. Brand new, and it'll be dropping in the next couple of weeks. We're just filming the video as we speak, so yeah, I hope you lot enjoy it.
Amazing stuff. We're going to jump into this one right about now. It's just gone at 10 minutes past 9 here on Trickstar Radio. A man like HighPriest187 is in the building with us. In just a few minutes, we're going to be jumping into our Tricky32 freestyle. The room is getting very warm this morning, which I haven't said about this building yet. I feel we are going to take the roof off, though. Keep it locked and don't go anywhere, people. We're live inside the building till 10. It's Breakfast with Kovu here on Trickstar Radio.
Brand new here on Trickstar.
13 minutes past 9 here, Trickstar Radio. We are back inside the building. That one, Thistle, proper roller, that one. Exclusive business here on Trickstar Radio. What more could you ask for?
This one's fresh out the oven. Brand new here on Trickstar.
I just love that jingle so much. I can't stop pressing it.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But we're going to get into this freestyle now. So for those that aren't aware, the Tricky32 is the freestyle section of Breakfast with Kovu, where we get different MCs and vocalists in to go over an instrumental that you wouldn't have necessarily expected to hear them over. That's why it's called the Tricky32. It's slightly out of the ordinary, and it's very off the cuff when we do it. I'm very much looking forward to this one. Are you ready for today's freestyle?
Yeah, man, I'm ready. Bunch sent me this beat last night, no, day before even, to send to you. So, let's see what it's saying, man.
Let's see where we go. Well, we're going to get into it right about now. Just gone at 14 minutes past 9 here on Trickstar Radio. Let me know if you want your headphones turned up as well, and we're going to roll as we go. We're live on the Big Bad Trickstar Radio. It's Breakfast with Kovu, about to get into the Tricky32.
Blow! Hey, what? Big Priest, the Fire King, yeah? Yeah, I like the sound of that still. There's a car full of crooks and they're trying to move fast, yeah, car food that it push. Brave face, yeah, but everybody shook. Cut the tail lights out and it's stinking a kush. If feds pull them over, yeah, they'll wanna have a look, but they'll be jumping out the car, no, you won't find them in the woods. In life, you gotta come correct with the goods. It's crazy, I don't think they'd change it if they could. I used to watch my brothers get lost in Halo, but now they're getting lost up in the roads in the yay, bro. The sun's high up in the sky, but Donnie's in the raincoat. Arm tight to his side to disguise the payload. With me, it's only war if them man say so. The system's rigged and my mind's full of rage, bro. Some man have got a shot, work to get paid, bro. That's why they're in the pen. They can't afford to lay low. So sick, they want me to take a test. Realest in the room, we say now and no less. I got no small arms, yet still I'm roaring like a Rex. Like I'm lurking round a wreck. Said the life a man leads is his own kind of mystery. I'm overly on it, I got hits, you can't miss me. Best in the bits, cause I studied my history. Had the heads turning like, yo, who is he? It's too much, I can't keep it slow, I never bothered with the clutch. I could sit up on the river and flip boats to the Dutch, but I'm lost in the source, I'm just trying to find grub. Out for these stuff, no, love just lust. Didn't start on Cali, it was block city puff. Young dons wanting to be nothing but tough, but it turns out life's the only thing that's rough like. Blow! Hey, there you go, 32 bars for the people then. Big Priest, the Fire King.
I love this section so much, man.
Yeah, it's nice. That's like a little dancehall thing as well.
Yeah, proper, man. This is, as soon as it started playing, you know, I purposefully don't listen to the instrumentals before people come on, so I can be surprised nice and live. That was crazy, bro. That was crazy.
Respect, man. Respect.
Live on Trickstar Radio right about now, HighPriest187 is in the building. The question I always ask when we finish these freestyles, how long does it take for you to put something like that together?
Bro, I'm so like all over the place with writing bars. I might not write a lyric for like a month, but then in like a day I'll write like a 64, and then I might not do nothing again for like 2 months, and then I'll write 2 tunes.
So very much when inspiration strikes you roll.
I'm super sporadic with it, man. There's no I'm also terrible for like when I do sets and that, like I'll spray a bar, but I might just do it differently because I've forgotten how it is. But I'll just freestyle the thing anyway. Yeah, I'll just rework it as I go on the spot. So yeah, very sporadic with it, man.
Interesting, man.
My writing's all over the place.
I mean, the cool thing about this, obviously, this is the beauty of this section is obviously the Tricky32. We take things in different directions. We put people over instrumentals they wouldn't have necessarily normally gone over. Why have you not gone over this before? Is the question I'm going to ask.
Hey, well, with COVID and that, man, like last 2 years, there's been very little sets, very little shows. Like, I'd love to touch more Bashment and reggae, bro. Like, I really would, but yeah, obviously we're just starting to get back into the swing of things now. We've got a few shows coming up, doing something in Hastings on Saturday, down at the back of the Imperial Pub if anyone wants to come out and see that. There's something going on in the 29th as well in Hastings, but I can't say too much about that right now. Follow the socials to keep up. But yeah, man, hopefully you're going to get back out there soon and do a lot more stuff.
Amazing, man. I mean that was very, very enjoyable. It's the first time someone's gone over Bashment on this section as well. No person has done the same genre 2 weeks like in a row. We've had a different genre every week, different artist every week, so this almost like completes the set for what I was looking for.
Sick.
Awesome stuff, man. Thanks for coming through.
Yeah, it's been a blessing.
We've still got a few things to talk about though, so we're not getting rid of you just yet. We've got to get into some more bits. So let's talk music for the future then. What are you saying kind of release-wise? Because I know we've been chatting a little bit off air. You're someone who likes to link people up and get involved with different things. So talk to me about what your sort of plans are for music, not just for yourself, but kind of the people you're working with at the same time.
Yeah, so like with Fractured Planet, we got an awful lot of stuff coming, man. Obviously Bunch has got the radio show, so make sure you check that out for new music because we play a lot of stuff on that. Myself, I got new tunes coming. You just heard Thistle, that's coming soon. Me and SK have got about 3 or 4 other ones coming soon. So yeah, maybe a little EP there if I get my act together before the year's out. In regards to the rest of the FP Dons, look out for Rebellion. He's got new stuff coming. We're about to get in the studio with Bentsy, a hip hop boy from Hastings, to make some bangers. Red Smith's going to be doing some bits. Kems' album's coming out soon. SK's new beat tape's coming out soon. Iffy's new album's coming out soon. Mr. Smith has just dropped his album. Yeah, bare man, too many man to mention, to be honest. Yeah, like Danko and that have got new music coming soon from Ashford, so make sure you keep an eye out for that. Yeah, I could sit here all day, bro. There's so much going on.
There's such a kind of, I mean, this is the thing, I get such an almost nostalgic feeling about the way you guys move because there seems to be such a kind of crew energy going on, even though you're not necessarily like one complete collective, if you know what I mean. There's like different people kind of dropping in and out. There's that feeling of he's working on a tape, that's coming from him, that's coming from him. It feels just very kind of nostalgic, almost kind of like the early sort of grime era to an extent, where you have like groups of people just all working on projects together.
100%, man. Like that's always been something like Fractured Planet's really tried to push. Obviously our motto, Sounds of the South, so we've always been about taking music from people and showcasing it to the people at the same time. So yeah, just keeping busy, man. I said Reese Light is another one. Yeah, I forgot to mention Reese because we got the Bad Bat remix dropping very soon. That is going to be Leng, so make sure you look out for that, man. But yeah, the crew energy stuff is very important to us. But so I've always tried to push the same thing as well. Like you say, people can come and go. Like FP's not about people being Fractured Planet, it's about people being themselves. Yeah. So like if people that come and do music with Fractured Planet, do what you want, innit? Like you don't have, there's no rules, innit? There's no set plan, just come and be yourself, and that is the most important bit in music in my opinion. Yeah.
I mean there's such an enjoyable energy about it, and again the freestyle you've just put through, full of energy. I'm just loving the energy levels this morning in general with what's going on. It's been great to get you in, dude. Just so people are able to kind of find out what you're doing and where they can follow you, what are the best social media tags for yourself and Fractured Planet?
So for me, at HighPriest187 on all the socials, and for Fractured Planet, at Fractured Planet on all the socials. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel because there's hella freestyles, loads of music videos, loads of rave. If you like grime radio sets, yeah, you need to subscribe to the channel because there's loads, hours and hours of content you can just get lost in.
Amazing. That's what we love to see, man. I mean, the first time we met, I think we met obviously at the South Point, I think it was the Christmas party, the Christmas show, I think we did the end of the year party. And then next thing I know, we go outside and you're filming a freestyle in the shop next door with Ritz, I think.
Yeah, we keep busy. Yeah. Ritz, Luciferian, Bar Hard, Tips, all the man them. So it's good.
Amazing stuff, dude. It's been an absolute pleasure. We'll chat soon, and obviously when the new music lands, we'll be playing it on the show.
Yeah, you're getting the care package.
That's
don't
what
worry
we're talking
about that.
people. Lovely stuff. Keep it low, people. We're live on Trickstar Radio. Massive shouts out to HighPriest187. We're going to get into a couple of tunes next, and then get into today's edition of the Pull Up 30. So keep it locked and don't go anywhere. It's Trickstar Radio. Myself, Kovu, in the hot seat.
This is Breakfast with Kovu, bringing you their morning flavours on Trickstar Radio.
Trickstar Radio.